I think that modern fighting games should be the new live service games.
That's where I'm going. It's the easiest thing to
It
manage.
is new modes, new stages, new
Hey,
characters.
hey, 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 say that again for the people in the back. Say that again for the
Fighting
people in the back.
games should be the new live service model. Fighting games is the one that you should be. We're on season 9, season 10, season 15.
Take my card. Take my card. Take my card. And you know what? You know what game proved that to be a great idea? Give you a hint. You ready?
Hmm.
Ultra combo.
Killer Instinct. Well, I mean, if you really want to get even more blasphemous, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
But that's after
No, yeah, of course.
Ultra.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not saying like
yeah,
think
you
about
know,
the packs we've gotten. We're on like DLC pack 20 with Xenoverse 2 at this point.
we could make Xenoverse 9 right now with all the money we've made. We're just not
We're
doing
just not
it.
doing it. Yeah. But
We're gonna wait for next gen.
yeah. But
That
no, yeah,
Xenoverse
and
3 is
it's
coming
gonna be
out.
it's gonna be
It's
more
coming out.
that's gonna be more ports, more upreses
Once
of old
once you
models.
make coffee, once you make coffee in the game, it's over. I got a house now.
Yeah.
Xeno, I got a Dragon Ball Z Grand Theft Auto. It's done
Hmm.
now. It's done. Watch that game come out for PC, kid. The community will be in a hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah, bro.
But besides that, man,
No, I think
and we,
yeah, to tie it back to Tekken,
yeah,
like, I
yeah,
think Tekken again, and this goes back to the hill I'm willing to die on of like I'm tired of hearing these companies wanting to figure it out at the player's cost. So like as much as I understand that Harada and them are trying to figure out this whole console experience, trying to figure out how to fix things on the fly, not being able to port like a more finished final product onto a console, it's also like, well, you also asked for almost full price for this game. I know it's $10 cheaper, right? Tekken 8 was like $60, I think, instead of the usual 70. But at the same time, it's like you then have to stop doing the big budget practices if you're not ready for it. So if you want to sell me a season pass for $30 for season 1, $30 for season 2, and I don't know what characters I'm getting, I don't even know how many stages I'm getting, you then can't be surprised when I turn on you when I'm not getting what I feel like I paid for. That's why I shoot
yeah.
the content creators for Tekken 8 so much bail of like,
Okay.
you're sending I paid you for a mystery box and I hated the content inside. Like,
I mean, okay, so I'll get to the DLC and then we can move on.
mm,
But I think Tekken should have those three things. I think every fighting game now should have those three things if they want to make money. Like you had this, the virtual, is it the King? It's a mobile game where it's Tekken fighters and Fatal Fury characters all in a beat 'em up format, and they get DLC every now and yeah, it's just fire. Yeah, and Fatal Fury characters are in there, Tekken characters are in there. You can unlock them, and I was like, yo, why don't you guys do this with Tekken Force?
mm,
Right? You do this with Tekken Force, you build your stages, you have that package, boom, you got the casuals there's gonna be a group of people that's gonna come just for that. Right? Have a system, an ecosystem that fuels itself. Right? That way, then the fighting game pros don't have to suffer because if we just allocate it to you, nobody's gonna play the game,
mm-hmm.
right? Because it's the casuals that help make the game. And I understand. Find it for me to say fix it, I can say that because it's up to you guys to actually find the solutions. You guys introduce these systems. You should have fail safes for these systems just in case it doesn't go the way you want it to.
Mm,
I don't want a defensive, heavily driven Tekken game.
mm.
I want to see movement, right? But at the same time, you need things in place to deal with the overrush and Dragon Ball Z rush attacks that's Tekken's doing right
Yeah,
now.
it can't be the first person to touch a death wins. Like that's not fun.
Yeah, like sudden death in the game.
Yeah.
That's not fun at all. And I think it's whack. I do think skill it needs to take a place. Hey, you dropped the combo. I should not have to regulate my entire life bar to you hoping you drop the combo. Crossing my
I
fingers.
agree. I agree.
That's a terrible system. And as a So what do I think the Tekken team should do right now? I don't know. I don't know if season 3 is gonna do it. Yeah, Armor King's back, but this new character, if this new character is butt, then it's over. Because to me, it's like Tekken. Why are you taking out characters? Well, nobody plays them. Leave them there.
Mhm.
Take them out after 2, 3 iterations.
Mhm.
Right? Leave them there. If listen, you don't lose by putting in Lei Hu Lung. People will pay more money for a new character versus you selling Lei Hu Lung again.
Which is confusing to me because I'm just like, so you have the confidence to feel like you've done enough new things with Anna to resell her, but you don't put in Lei, but you resell me Faku and Lydia, who just got here.
The same DLC pack as 7.
You know, it's like yeah, I don't want to pay for Eddie, but I'm getting a different version of Eddie. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting a, or even to your point about Bruce, it's like I haven't seen Bruce since Tekken 6. What have you done with Bruce in this new engine? I would love to see it. Not Faku again.
and then with your storyline, you guys have to find a way to make the story cohesive, and it's easy. The work
away from the Mishima storyline.
Yeah,
I know
that's the
you
way
and
you
Tim
do it.
push back against that, but I'm like, it's over.
No. You know, it is over. But I mean, you could redeem it. Tekken 7 would have ended beautifully.
You're turning this into Dragon Ball Z where the Saiyans matter and nobody else. If you don't have the demon gene,
You suck.
you suck.
Yeah.
You're
You
useless.
suck. Useless. And the story was so good, man. And now I'm hearing that there's a second ogre. That's actually not the true ogre. There's a second ogre. I mean, if it turns into Baki with balanced mechanics, hey, it's a soap opera now.
To me, I think to me, I'm like, you have such a thing where you're in a unique position where, for the most part, you could probably argue that Mortal Kombat has the most beloved expanded roster, but you're second place. You have a more beloved expanded roster than Street Fighter does. So you have people who would be interested in more stories about Law, about Paul, about Christy. Like people will be like, okay, yeah, I would love to see where has Lei Wulong been? Like you have these characters that are interesting and entertaining enough to fuel that. Like you said with the buddy that ended up being the Quincy, right, in Tekken 8. It's like that would have never happened in Street Fighter. We've been like, bro, if you don't get this Bob, Rufus, El Fuerte looking character out of this game.
Like,